services get an earful.
I never have a problem, so I know I am right.
Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze on a far-flung holiday, come fly with me, let's fly away.
We need to be 100% that every passenger is who they say they are. The only way that we can do that, let me finish, is by a government-verified document, such as a passport or a driving licence with a photograph on.
And I happen to have none of those.
Right, so therefore we will not be accepting you for travel.
Izan Ensign has turned up for his Inverness flight without photo ID.
All I want is you to put down that you refuse to allow me to fly on that. You will have to do that.
Of course I will.
Okay,
no problem.
in writing.
You got your confirmation letter there?
No, I have got nothing. As I said, I have got
Did
your
you bring along
reference
the number? Let me just get a note and we can do that.
Sure.
Not a problem.
I don't know what they base their reasons upon, but to me, it is rubbish.
Photo ID is compulsory on all Easyjet flights, and Leo's not budging for anyone.
Okay, here's your confirmation letter here.
Okay.
And here I put passenger refused travel as he did not have photo ID.
Passenger refused travel. No, I don't refuse travel. You refuse to put me on a...
That's what I mean.
No, that doesn't say that.
Travel.
Although English language is my third language, I understand what we're talking about. This is not what I'm asking you to do.
You want me to put we refused you travel?
Exactly.
No problem.
Wonderful. Now we understand each other. You see how clever they seem to be?
I'm going to get him to read it this time before I print it.
Newcastle Airport's used by more than 3 million people each year, but not all of them manage to catch their plane.
Should have had 19 pints, should I? You know what I mean? That should be in Bristol, that. Newcastle.
A confused John Welsh was found wandering around departures after missing his flight to Bristol.
I think he must have just lost control of what he was drinking last night and apparently had 19 pints and 2 bottles of vodka. I would have been on the floor, probably unconscious if I had that amount.
With a course to attend early tomorrow in Bristol, he needs to get moving if he's going to make it.
Right, you've train leaves Newcastle Central at 10:30.
Right.
Is a single or return?
Single, please.
Yeah, can you give me single cost on that, please? Right, it's £113.
113 quid.
The train fare's twice the amount John paid for his flight.
Could go to Florida for 2 weeks with the car park.
I'll take it the ticket desk then, if that's all right by you, and we'll see what the girls can do. So maybe you could travel down tonight and then...
Not pay the 13 quid. 13 quid?
Is there any way you can change him to tonight's flight?
He might have had a few too many, but even he still understands the difference between £113 and a free transfer.
Next flight's 19:55.
I'm just going to go on the lash now.
You might get refused tonight. Do you not live nearby?
The lad who's brought us here under protest, I've just woke him up. He told me to F off.
We convinced him into going on tonight's flight. Probably think he's going to end up missing that one if he has a good bit to drink again today, which I think was his plans.
He's booked onto the evening flight, but it means he's now got more than 10 hours to make himself familiar with the airport bar.
There you go, we refused passenger here at Luton for travel, as passenger did not have photographic ID.
In Luton, Leo's now corrected Izan's letter.
You refuse to refund this?
Yes.
Do you?
Yeah.
You do?
It's not our policy to refund it.
What do you mean, no policy?
If we
What
were
kind
not-
of policy
All right,
do you
so
have
I've
here?
explained everything to
Hold
you.
on. What kind of policy is that?
Because you booked it without reading the terms and conditions
But I
properly.
can prove to you who I am, but you're not interested in that. What do you mean you can't?
You can't prove who you
I
are.
can.
Well, not with the requirements that we need. But
What requirement?
Here's the list of what's on the internet.
I
for you
don't
to look.
necessarily need to fit into your nonsense requirements, but I can prove to you who I am.
Okay.
But you don't need, you don't want to know that, do you? And you're walking away now because you are wrong. That's why. You can't even face me as a customer?
It's blanket policy now on Easyjet that you must have photo ID. If you don't, you won't be going anywhere. And it's getting that message across to everyone.
That's young lads, supposed to be a manager or ultimately decision maker there, couldn't face me. How very unfortunate. But never again will I travel with that Easyjet.
Back in Newcastle, John's opted to pass the time with a quiet beer. or two.
The reason I've had a drink is because I'm nervous of flying. I get scared. Well, I'm not scared about flying. It's crashing into the ground I'm scared of. I've come on Easyjet, got a good cheap flight for 25 quid. It don't cost me about 190 quid. I've spent more money here than I did in Florida last year.
He was worse for wear when he arrived at the airport 7 hours ago, but despite continuing to drink, he still expects to fly, if he can find check-in.
It's now 21:50.
Where is it? No. That way.
From time to time, staff come face to face with a passenger who's more concerned with arguing than flying.
I need a refund. I need a refund.
Don't do refunds.
You don't do refunds. Okay, what about our luggage?
It's up to passengers to watch the screens.
No, it is not said.
Okay, excuse me.
No, I'm very sorry, sir. You're not involved. You're dealing with these
I am
people.
the manager. Speak
I
to
don't
Vicky
care.
like this, you will be out of the airport
I'm not
straight away.
talking not nicely to the lady. I'm explaining the
I'm the
situation.
assistant
It is
manager.
not said
Excuse me.
anywhere that we should keep checking the
Excuse
screens.
me.
When it's said half an hour late, it's half an hour late.
Nico Panzier and his wife were waiting in the bar for their delayed Edinburgh flight, but they weren't keeping an eye out for the new departure time and missed the final boarding call.
Okay, did you want to go tomorrow morning?
I can't. I have to be there tonight.
I can't get you there.
I have to be there tonight. You have to do something. The lady said there was space on the next plane.
There's no spaces
The lady
on the next-
said there were
there's no spaces
spaces.
on the next
The
plane.
lady said she checked and she said there were spaces.
Unless she put you on it already.
I don't know. Check.
No, you're not on it.
So you're gonna have to do something.
You can come back in maybe half an hour. If seats become available on that one later on, sometimes they do, we can get you on it. If not, we can't.
Okay.
All right, so come back in half an hour.
Yeah. Right.
I need to keep them.
No, I need to
Well,
keep
you
this,
can't
and I
keep
need
your
to keep my
boarding pass.
luggage, please.
Right, can you give me your boarding
Can I have
card?
my luggage, please?
Once you give me your
No, you give me my luggage first.
Well, I can't.
No, because this is my proof that I checked in and I gave luggage,
That's
so I
your
want my
boarding
luggage.
card. You're a mature man and we can deal with this sensibly, I would have thought.
Well,
If you want your bags back,
Give me
I need
my
your
luggage.
boarding card. Sometimes people think if they scream and if they shout and slam their feet or whack something on the desk, they're going to get on. But they're really not.
I really don't think we've been treated fairly as passengers. I mean, this is not a human business. This is a cattle business.
John's decided to try and sober up. For the past hour and a half, he's been on coffee and water, hoping it'll help convince staff he's fit to fly. But as departure looms, Supervisor Louise Swindon needs further persuading.
When we've seen him before, he was still slurring a bit and walking a bit funny. So we're going to go over and have a word, see what he's like now. Hiya, are you all right? I've just come round just to have a word. How are you feeling? Are you sober?
I've done a drop.
You haven't had a drop? What have you been drinking? You've been having coffee and water? Good. He seems to have sobered up a lot. So, and he's got a big bottle of water there, which is a good thing. And he's not slurring his words, he's fine.
It's been a long day for a tired John.
I'll still get there in the end. I mean, I'll be at the course in the morning, so that's the main thing. I hope so, anyway.
Back at the Luton sales desk, Nico's decided to launch a charm offensive on Leo's colleague Lisa.
What about the Glasgow flight tonight?
There's one seat on the Glasgow. Are you going to go about your wife then?
No, my wife is going. I'm not.
You're not going to go at all now?
No. I discussed with my boss and it's like wasted for me anyway, so I'd rather send my wife to her family where she can have a quiet and relaxed weekend.
He's not on the flight yet, but his new approach seems to be working.
Well, I feel a bit sorry for you at the moment. Your wife's going to Glasgow and you're stuck here.
Yeah?
I'm going to see if I can get you onto that aircraft just to stand by, okay?
Yeah, but I'd like to check my wife first.
Yeah, you check your wife in, no problem.
I'm not leaving until she's gone anyway, don't worry.
No, but you'll need to come here and I'll know in 10 minutes you're going. Do you want to go?
I'll check her in.
But do you want to go?
Yeah, if I can, I'll go, but I'll check her in. Yeah, and I'll come back.
Others are not so impressed.
He was horrible. He shouted at me, then he shouted at Leo. He's horrible.
If I get him to apologise to you and say that he's eternally grateful and he's really, really
I
sorry.
don't want him to apologise. Is that rude? It doesn't make a difference if he apologises.
You don't want him to apologise at all?
Yeah. He was a horrible man.
See, I feel guilty now because I didn't know he was that horrible. I thought he was quite funny. He's quite nice to me.
10 minutes later, and Nico's in the wrong place at the wrong time again.
All right then, bye. Bye. That's it. Check-in's now closed. She's now passing her figures. And he's missed his flight. And I could have got him on those 13 no-shows. Sorry.
Any good news?
Well, I asked you to come back when you went over to the check-in desk.
Yeah.
And you've now missed the flight. I can't get you on.
Have I? Ah, you mean that the flight, I missed the flight, it's gone?
It's not gone, but we can't get you on board that aircraft now.
Okay.
Which means you now can't go to Glasgow tonight.
Really? Okay.
So take care, bye-bye.
With no other flights to Scotland tonight, Nico admits defeat.
Well, it's his own fault. Somebody's happy though.
Serves him right.
Coming up, Easyjet cabin service take an unusual turn. And in Luton, the mystery of the missing flights.
Look, you've got £128 of my money. I'm standing here at the airport with two people who should be on a 9 o'clock flight to Malaga with me.
But I have a visa. I have a visa for my kingdom.
You haven't got a visa for Amsterdam, so why should I send you there?
In Liverpool, Hamid Al-Shayabani is travelling back home to Amsterdam with his wife. But Leanne Chung is trying to explain that his wife's return visa has expired.
We're not saying to you that you can't travel. We're saying it has to be checked out first.
According to the regulations, if I have no visa, I am not allowed to enter the Holland.
No, so
they will send me back in the same flight. That's right. And I have a visa to return back to United Kingdom.
Yeah.
Legally, you have no problem.
We're not talking on legal terms. What we're talking about is our job. If we send you there and then we get fined, I get into trouble.
If I have no document, they will fine me 2,000.
They fine us.
2,000.
Well, it depends. It can be anything from 2,000 to 20,000.
Okay.
10, 20, 30, no problem. We will pay it.
It's not about that. It's not about that.
So what are you talking about?
Why you allowed me to come from Holland to here? Your people there, they're supposed to tell me.
They did not ask.
You have a UK visa, so you're allowed into this
No,
country.
return ticket. Why they did not tell us when you come back?
It's your responsibility to check your own
So
documentation.
it's our responsibility.
At the moment, until we're 100% sure, we're not going to send you on that flight.
It's been 3 years since Easyjet bought a new plane, but Chief Executive Ray Webster has splashed out £4 billion on 120 new Airbuses.
I see there's 2 aeroplanes out here, John, so I guess you're giving us a bonus today. We can take 2 away.
2 for 1 cent.
Fantastic. That's the sort of deal we like.
This is a commitment. Shall we do it? Okay.
This is the next big milestone achieved for Easyjet. A new era is just beginning with a brand new aeroplane, and this is going to change gear in our growth going forward.
The new aircraft are the most advanced available, and Easyjet want them up in the air as soon as possible. Gatwick's chief pilot Chris Pell is in Geneva to oversee.
I came over to be on the aircraft as we take it into Luton to introduce it to all the staff at Easyland. And it's a big day. We've got parties organised, and there's been a raffle for a special flight when we get there. Hello, hello, hello. Check. Come and say hello again. The whole thing's going like clockwork at the moment. Crew's here, the cabin crew are here, and I'm sure they'll start checking at Luton now, ready for the big event. You can see inside the aircraft itself. It's all beautiful with the sort of carpet covers at the moment to try and keep the thing pristine for as long as possible. But it's still a new toy, isn't it?
Takeoff is minutes away, but there's a hitch.
It's a slight technical fault on a valve that puts bleed air into the cabin, and it's actually showing closed when it should be open. So there we are, it's a brand new airplane, and it's got a slight thing on it, so there we are.
The champagne's getting warm in Luton. It's down to the engineers to save the day.
Ho-hum.
Leanne has been faxed a photocopy of Mrs Al-Shayabani's new visa, but Easyjet still need the OK from Amsterdam Immigration.
OK, thank you. Once he's received it there, he said he's going to consider it and then he will call us back.
Unfortunately, they've already missed their scheduled flight.
So I have a visa for 1 year to United Kingdom. I have a visa for 1 year to United States. And it's the same thing for my wife. I mean, if they have any problem at the airport, they will send me to one of these countries, to United States or to my own country, to Yemen. They refused.
Yeah, it's fine. OK. Thank you. Bye-bye. Said it's OK. You can accept you now.
Now they need to book a new flight time.
If you want to take me at 4, at 6, at 8, that's up to you. I don't know.
Well, no, it's up to you. It depends when you want to travel. If you don't want to travel till tomorrow, you can go tomorrow.
No.
It's up to
I
you.
have to have a work.
So which one do you want then?
Any
It's your
flight.
decision, not
Any
mine.
flight. First flight.
Well, I'm not prepared to choose your flight.
The first
if you want to
flight.
go at quarter
What
to
time you
4,
have flight? 4.
Quarter to 4.
Yeah.
They were just blatantly rude from beginning to end.
In Geneva, the engineers have finally managed to fix the problem. The sticking valve is now open and working. At last, the plane can leave, fashionably late, for its own party.
This is outrageous. I've got this booking confirmation done, but it was emailed to me.
In Luton, Susie Hayward's Malaga holiday plans are in turmoil. There's no record of her flight booking either at the sales desk or at customer services.
Sorry, but I've paid for this. I think £28.98. It is written down here. I haven't booked a different date because I double-checked it. I haven't written it down incorrectly. Why would I type 2 wrong names in? I haven't used a different card. This is unbelievable. I have not used a different card. I've had this card for ages, both of them. So what am I supposed to do? You've got £128 of my money. I'm standing here at the airport with 2 people who should be on a 9 o'clock flight to Malaga with me. No. I've been flying with Easyjet for 6 years now. This is the first time I've had a problem. I never have a problem, so I know I am right. They're telling me I haven't paid for or booked any flights. Where's my purse? Where's Dan when he's got my purse? I've got no battery left on this phone.
Finally, at check-in, the mystery is solved.
Yesterday. No, it wasn't for yesterday.
Yeah, I put it on the booking.
She's got it on the booking.
I put it on the booking here. It was for yesterday. Last night, the same flight, but last night you paid £128.98.
Oh, for God's sake. Well, look, can we get them on the flight tonight?
You have to sort it out with customer services.
Passenger Al Shabani and Yafai, please be advised that this flight is now fully boarded from gate 7A in the lower departures.
It's the final call for the Amsterdam flight, and there are 2 very late passengers.
Julie, you've not made it.
You're joking.
Not made it. Like, there's been numerous calls for you, 6 to 7 calls for your name, and you've actually missed that flight now. You're the last people now. They've been on board for 10 minutes.
They've now missed 2 flights and will have to wait another 4 hours if they want to catch the last one of the day.
Oh my God. Obviously, if he feels that he's too important to make himself present at the gate, so his bag has been made available for offload.
It's not your lucky day today, is it?
It's a bad day.
Yeah. It's not my day.
What?
In Luton, Susie's been told how much her mix-up has cost. The 2 seats are now double the amount of her original booking.
The door's just over there. The one
You did something. Yeah.
I can't remember. You got a credit card you made the booking with?
Yes. I booked it on the internet, double-checked it, but all three people were on the same flight, and they told me yes at EasyJet, gave me confirmation numbers, said no problem. And then yet again, 2 weeks ago, I confirmed it with them again, and they told me we're all on the same flight. Now, in 2 weeks, somehow 2 people seem to be moved from one night to another.
The only way you can be able to get to Malaga this evening is to buy some new tickets, and then I suggest you do put in for a refund. Yeah?
I've got to pay £127 for each ticket for my nephew and my sister. All my holiday money, basically. I'm very upset. It ruined my whole holiday, actually.
At the end of the day, we have to go by the computer, and all we could do was charge her the full price again. Nothing we could do.
There's no such thing as a cheap flight, by the way.
She'll kick off her Malaga holiday £250 lighter. The new Airbus has arrived in Luton, and the staff are about to see what all the fuss is about.
It's a big historical day, and I'm pleased to be part of it. Everyone's really excited about it.
As soon as it's off the ground, they're out of their seats.
The half of them are queuing to go to the toilet, the other half queuing to get the flight there. I can't work out. What are you queuing for? Toilet. Oh, what are you queuing for? Definitely the flight.
I can't wait to fly in it. It's great, really. It's going to be good. It'll be very user-friendly, very good for the crew, very good for the passengers.
It's the technology. The technology in this compared to the Boeing is like light years ahead.
And at 23,000 feet, that technology is put to the test.
We're going to show you a bit the way fly-by-wires work. We're going to make a climb. We'll do the same on the left side. As you can see, the aircraft is doing a lot of things. We are back on straight level. If you want to go down, you push the stick and the aircraft goes down. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it.
There's actually some burgers and onions when we get back.
I want the bacon, nice fryer. Loads of HP fruity.
And mushrooms.
Yeah.
Did a few kind of ups and downs and turns and what have you, so that was a real laugh. I think everyone really loved it. Great atmosphere.
And with a free bar at the welcome party, the atmosphere looks set to continue long into the night. After 8 hours in Liverpool Airport, Mr. and Mrs. Al-Shayabani eventually touched down in Amsterdam. 15 green bottles and nearly £100 later, John made it to his course in Bristol. Next time on Airline...
No, attendez. Il faut pas qu'il parte comme ça.
Jane Bolton gets some French stick.
Non, moi je...
No, finished, okay? Finished.
And all in the name of love.
Well, Mike gets his answer in Coronation Street next on UTV. Then at 9, the gruesome death of a leading doctor gives Rebus something to get his teeth into. And later, the news from London at 10:30.